Your brain is getting older every single day. Right now, as you're watching this video, your brain cells are aging. But here's the incredible truth that neuroscientists have discovered. You can actually stop this process and even reverse it. What if I told you that a 70-year-old can have a brain that works like a 30-year-old's? Stay with me until the end because the last habit I'll share is the most powerful one, and almost nobody talks about it. Hello, my dear friends, and welcome back to English Ascent. I'm so grateful you're here with me today. Before we begin this life-changing lesson, please take just 1 second to hit that like button. It helps more English learners discover this content. And if you're new here, welcome to our community. Subscribe now and turn on notifications so you never miss a lesson. We're learning English while learning how to live better, healthier, more fulfilling lives. I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. Now, let's begin. Today, we're going to explore something that affects every single person watching this video. How to keep your brain young, sharp, and healthy for as long as possible. This isn't just about preventing memory loss or avoiding diseases like Alzheimer's. This is about living your best life at every age, staying mentally sharp, creative, and capable of learning new things well into your 80s, 90s, and beyond. Part 1. Understanding your amazing brain. Before we talk about how to keep your brain young, let's understand what's actually happening inside your head. Your brain is the most complex object in the known universe. It contains approximately 86 billion neurons. That's 86 billion nerve cells. Each neuron can make thousands of connections with other neurons. These connections, called synapses, are where learning happens, where memories form, where you become you. For many years, scientists believed that brain aging was inevitable and irreversible. They thought that once you reached adulthood, your brain could only decline. Neurons would die, connections would weaken, and there was nothing you could do about it. But modern neuroscience has completely changed this understanding. We now know about something called neuroplasticity. This is your brain's ability to change, adapt, and grow new connections throughout your entire life. Even at 80 years old, your brain can form new neurons in certain areas. Even at 90, you can learn new skills, create new memories, and strengthen your mental abilities. This is incredibly good news. It means you're not helpless. You're not a victim of aging. You have power over your brain's health and function. The choices you make today will determine how your brain performs tomorrow, next year, and decades from now. Part 2. Habit 1. Challenge your brain with new learning. The first and most important habit for keeping your brain young is continuous learning. Your brain is like a muscle. Use it or lose it. When you learn something new, you create new neural pathways. You strengthen connections. You keep your brain flexible and adaptable. But here's the key. It has to be genuinely challenging. Doing the same crossword puzzle every day won't help much because your brain gets too comfortable. You need to push yourself outside your comfort zone. Learning a new language is one of the best things you can do for your brain. That's wonderful news for you because you're doing it right now. Learning English forces your brain to work in new ways, create new connections, and stay flexible. Studies show that bilingual people tend to develop Alzheimer's disease 4 to 5 years later than monolingual people. Other excellent brain challenges include learning a musical instrument, studying a new subject, taking up painting or drawing, learning to code or program computers, or mastering a new skill like photography or cooking. The important thing is that it should be difficult at first.
If it feels easy immediately, it's not challenging your brain enough. Part 3. Habit 2. Exercise your body to exercise your brain. This might surprise you, but physical exercise is one of the most powerful things you can do for your brain. When you exercise, several incredible things happen inside your head. First, exercise increases blood flow to your brain. Your brain needs oxygen and nutrients carried by blood. Better blood flow means better brain function. Second, exercise triggers the release of a protein called BDNF, brain-derived neurotrophic factor. Think of BDNF as fertilizer for your brain. It helps neurons grow, survive, and form new connections. Studies show that people who exercise regularly have larger brain volumes, especially in areas responsible for memory and thinking. One study found that just 120 minutes of moderate exercise per week, that's about 17 minutes per day, can significantly reduce the risk of cognitive decline. You don't need to become a marathon runner. Simple activities work wonderfully. Walking briskly for 30 minutes, swimming, cycling, dancing, playing sports, or even gardening. The key is consistency. Exercise most days of the week, and your brain will thank you for decades.
Part 4. Habit 3. Prioritize quality sleep. Sleep is when your brain cleans itself. I'm not speaking metaphorically. This is literally true. During deep sleep, your brain activates a system called the glymphatic system. This system flushes out toxic proteins that build up during the day, including beta amyloid, which is associated with Alzheimer's disease. When you don't sleep enough, these toxins accumulate. Your neurons become less efficient, your memory weakens, your ability to learn decreases. Chronic sleep deprivation is one of the fastest ways to age your brain. Adults need 7 to 9 hours of quality sleep per night, not just time in bed, but actual sleep. Here's how to improve your sleep. Keep a consistent schedule. Go to bed and wake up at the same time every day, even weekends. Make your bedroom dark, quiet, and cool. Avoid screens for at least 1 hour before bed. The blue light disrupts your natural sleep hormones. Avoid caffeine after 2 p.m. and alcohol close to bedtime. If you want a young brain, you must prioritize sleep. It's not optional. It's not lazy. It's essential brain maintenance. Part 5. Habit 5. Eat brain-healthy foods. Your brain is made from the food you eat, literally. The nutrients you consume become the building blocks of your neurons, neurotransmitters, and brain structures. Poor nutrition equals poor brain health. The Mediterranean diet is consistently shown to be one of the best for brain health. This means lots of vegetables, especially leafy greens like spinach, kale, and broccoli. Fatty fish like salmon, sardines, and mackerel, which provide omega-3 fatty acids essential for brain function. Nuts and seeds, especially walnuts and flax seeds. Berries, particularly blueberries, which are packed with antioxidants. Olive oil as your primary fat source, and whole grains instead of refined carbohydrates. Foods to minimize or avoid: excess sugar, which causes inflammation and damages your blood vessels in your brain. Processed foods with artificial ingredients. Trans fats found in many fried and packaged foods. And excessive alcohol, which is toxic to brain cells. One specific nutrient deserves special mention: omega-3 fatty acids, especially DHA. Your brain is about 60% fat, and DHA is a major component. If you don't eat fatty fish, consider a high-quality omega-3 supplement. Part 6. Habit 5. Manage stress effectively.
Chronic stress is one of the worst things for your brain. When you're stressed, your body releases cortisol. Short-term cortisol is fine, it helps you deal with challenges, but chronic high cortisol literally shrinks parts of your brain, especially the hippocampus, which is crucial for memory. Stress also disrupts sleep, increases inflammation, and can lead to depression and anxiety, all of which damage brain health. You cannot eliminate all stress from life, but you can change how you respond to it. Effective stress management techniques include meditation and mindfulness, which have been shown to actually increase gray matter in the brain. Deep breathing exercises, which activate your parasympathetic nervous system and calm your stress response. Regular physical activity, which burns off stress hormones. Spending time in nature, which reduces cortisol and improves mood. And maintaining strong social connections, which buffer against stress. Even 10 minutes of meditation per day can make a measurable difference in your brain structure and function. You're not just feeling calmer, you're literally changing your brain. Part 7. Habit 6. Stay socially connected. Humans are social creatures. Your brain evolved to connect with other brains. Social isolation is not just lonely, it's dangerous for brain health. Studies show that lonely people have a 64% higher risk of developing dementia. Why? Because social interaction is incredibly complex for your brain. When you have a conversation, your brain must process language, read facial expressions and body language, manage emotions, retrieve memories, make decisions about what to say, and predict how the other person will respond. This is an intense mental workout. Make it a priority to maintain and build social connections. Spend quality time with family and friends. Join clubs or groups based on your interests. Volunteer in your community. Take classes where you'll meet people. Have meaningful conversations, not just small talk. If you live far from loved ones, video calls are much better for your brain than text messages because they activate more brain regions. Remember, quality matters more than quantity. One close friend you see regularly is better for your brain than 100 acquaintances you never really talk to. Part 8. Habit 7. Protect your head. This habit is simple but crucial. Protect your brain from physical injury. Traumatic brain injury, even seemingly minor concussions, can have long-lasting effects on brain health and increase the risk of dementia later in life. Always wear a seatbelt in cars. Wear a helmet when cycling, skating, or doing any sport where head injury is possible. Prevent falls at home by keeping floors clear, using non-slip mats in the bathroom, ensuring good lighting, and being careful on stairs. If you play contact sports, take head injuries seriously and allow proper recovery time. Your skull is strong, but your brain is soft and delicate. One serious injury can undo years of good brain health habits. Prevention is always better than treatment. Part 9. Habit 8. Limit alcohol and avoid smoking. I need to be direct about this. Alcohol is toxic to brain cells. Even moderate drinking can cause brain shrinkage over time. Heavy drinking severely damages the brain, affecting memory, decision-making, and emotional control. If you drink alcohol, keep it minimal. For brain health, less is better, and none is best. If you currently drink heavily, reducing your intake or stopping completely is one of the most powerful things you can do for your brain. Smoking is even worse. It damages blood vessels throughout your body, including in your brain. It increases the risk of stroke and dementia. It accelerates brain aging. If you smoke, quitting is the single best decision you can make for your overall health and brain health. It's never too late. Your brain starts recovering as soon as you stop. Part 11. Habit 10. Stay mentally active and curious. Beyond formal learning, keep your mind engaged every day. Read books, newspapers, and magazines. Watch educational videos like this one. Have discussions about interesting topics. Play strategy games like chess or Go. Do puzzles, but vary the types. Ask questions about how things work. Explore new places, even in your own city. Curiosity is one of the hallmarks of a young brain. Children are constantly asking why and exploring their world. As adults, we often stop doing this. We fall into routines. We stop wondering. We stop exploring. Don't let this happen to you. Cultivate wonder. When you see something interesting, don't just scroll past it. Pause and learn more. When you hear a word you don't know, look it up. When you wonder how something works, find out. This habit keeps your brain engaged, active, and young. Part 12. Habit 11. Practice gratitude and positive thinking. Your emotional state affects your brain structure. Chronic negativity, worry, and pessimism activate stress pathways that damage the brain. Conversely, positive emotions, gratitude, and optimism promote brain health. This doesn't mean ignoring real problems or pretending everything is perfect. It means training your brain to notice good things, to appreciate what you have, to find meaning and joy in daily life. Try this simple practice. Every evening before bed, think of 3 things you're grateful for that day. They can be small: a good meal, a kind word, sunshine, this English lesson. This practice literally rewires your brain over time to notice positive things more easily. Positive emotions also promote social connection, reduce stress, improve sleep, and motivate healthy behaviors, all of which support brain health.
Part 13. Habit 12. Listen to and play music. Music is incredibly powerful for the brain. When you listen to music, nearly every part of your brain activates. Areas for emotion, memory, movement, language, and more. Music can trigger memories from decades ago, lift your mood, and even help people with dementia reconnect with themselves. Playing a musical instrument is even more powerful. It requires coordination, memory, attention, emotional expression, and fine motor skills. Studies show that musicians have better memory, attention, and cognitive flexibility even into old age. You're never too old to start. Even simple instruments or singing can benefit your brain. If you already play, keep doing it regularly. If you don't, consider learning. Your brain will thank you. Part 14. Habit 13. Manage chronic health conditions. Many chronic health conditions accelerate brain aging if not properly managed. These include heart disease, which reduces blood flow to the brain, depression and anxiety, which can shrink brain regions over time, chronic inflammation from conditions like arthritis or autoimmune diseases, hearing loss, which isolates you and reduces cognitive stimulation, and vision problems, which limit your ability to read, recognize faces, and navigate safely. Don't ignore health problems.
Work with healthcare professionals to manage them. Treat depression and anxiety. Get hearing aids if you need them. Have your eyes checked regularly. Control inflammatory conditions. Your brain health depends on your overall health. Part 15. Habit 14. Challenge your memory deliberately. Don't outsource all your memory to smartphones and devices. Yes, use tools when necessary, but also exercise your memory regularly. Try to remember phone numbers instead of always looking them up. Take mental notes instead of always writing everything down. Practice recalling what you read or learned. Memory is like a muscle. Use it or lose it. The act of remembering strengthens neural pathways. Each time you successfully recall something, you make that memory stronger and make future recall easier. Here's a powerful technique. After learning something new, pause and try to recall it without looking. This retrieval practice is one of the most effective ways to strengthen memory and learning.
Part 16. Habit 15. Maintain a sense of purpose. People who have a strong sense of purpose, a reason to get up in the morning, goals they're working toward, activities that give them meaning, have better cognitive function and lower dementia risk. Purpose keeps you engaged with life. It motivates you to stay active, social, and learning. Your purpose doesn't have to be grand. It could be raising your children or grandchildren well. It could be mastering a skill or hobby. It could be contributing to your community. It could be spiritual or religious practice. It could be creative expression. What matters is that it's meaningful to you. If you've lost your sense of purpose, this is a good time to reflect. What matters most to you? What do you care about? What would you like to accomplish or contribute? Finding or reconnecting with purpose is not just good for your happiness, it's essential for brain health. Part 17. Habit 16. Practice meditation and mindfulness. Here's the powerful habit I promised at the beginning, the one almost nobody talks about enough: meditation and mindfulness practice. This is perhaps the most scientifically proven brain health habit that most people ignore. Meditation literally changes your brain structure. Studies using brain scans show that regular meditators have thicker prefrontal cortex, the area responsible for decision-making and attention, larger hippocampus, crucial for memory and learning, reduced amygdala size, which means less reactivity to stress, and increased connections between different brain regions. You don't need to meditate for hours. Even 10 to 20 minutes daily produces measurable benefits. Start simple. Sit comfortably, close your eyes, focus on your breathing, and when your mind wanders, gently bring it back to your breath. That's it. Mindfulness, paying attention to the present moment without judgment, can be practiced throughout your day. When eating, really taste your food. When walking, notice your surroundings. When talking to someone, be fully present. This constant mental training keeps your brain flexible and strong. My dear friends, keeping your brain young isn't about one magic solution. It's about daily habits repeated over time that work together to keep your neurons healthy, your connections strong, and your mind sharp. Let me summarize the 16 habits we've covered. Challenge your brain with new learning. Exercise your body regularly. Prioritize quality sleep. Eat brain-healthy foods. Manage stress effectively. Stay socially connected. Protect your head from injury. Limit alcohol and avoid smoking. Control blood pressure and blood sugar. Stay mentally active and curious. Practice gratitude and positive thinking. Listen to and play music. Manage chronic health conditions. Challenge your memory deliberately. Maintain a sense of purpose, and practice meditation and mindfulness. You don't need to implement all 16 habits perfectly starting tomorrow. That would be overwhelming. Instead, choose 2 or 3 that you're not doing well right now. Focus on those for the next month. Make them habits. Then add 2 or 3 more. Remember, it's never too early to protect your brain, and it's never too late to improve. Whether you're 25 or 75, these habits will benefit your brain health. Thank you so much for spending this time with me. If this lesson helped you, please give it a like and share it with someone who needs to hear this, maybe a parent, grandparent, or friend. Leave a comment below telling me which of these 16 habits will you start working on first. I read every comment and I'd love to hear from you. Subscribe to English Ascent and turn on notifications for weekly lessons that improve your English while improving your life. Remember, you're learning English right now, which is already one of the best things you can do for your brain. Your brain is the most valuable thing you have. Treat it well, keep it young, keep it sharp, keep it healthy. Until next time, keep learning, keep growing, and keep your brain young.